So this is one of those deposits I was talking about. This one's going to be silver, but it does say terrain manipulator required, which is a gun we don't have, so we can't do anything with it. Let's see if we can make friends with this thing. Can you scan it yet? Nope, can't scan it yet. So you run alongside it. Most of the time they'll run away from you, but it'll say feed 10 of something, and then if you've got it, activate it. I don't actually know if I've got that. Doesn't seem like it. We'll pick some up real quick. Hey, you leave me alone. I'm just getting some dust. I'm feeding the little boiler creature. Stop it. I'm not shooting you. Why? Oh, they really don't like you messing with their planets. You can see if you look around the border of the screen how it's looking clouded and green. When it's like that, it's because you are really being affected by the elements. And you can hide, as I said earlier. Okay, no more sentinel attention. So you can hide in a cave, in your ship, or you can go find the hazard protection, and use sodium that we picked up to refill it a little. Sometimes it's not a lot, but it can be just enough to where you do find yourself in a safer place. Get some more sodium. Fill in another cave. Gonna do that a lot. So this says 1 Atlas Pass required. That'll be something you'll get later. But we've got another damaged thing. Get rid of the rusted metal. And we got condensed carbon. Pick up some more oxygen. I saw a building in the distance. It's way over there. And I honestly don't even know where my ship is at this point. I really am lost, because it's not showing up on my map. Use more sodium. There we go. That pretty much filled the suit up for the hazard protection. There's some oxygen. So up on that hill in front of us, you can see it. There's a little cylinder shape. I'm gonna go check that out, because those are gonna teach you alien words. They're knowledge stones. And if it's not lit up, means you haven't activated it. So this is Memory of the Viking. It'll speak alien to you. give you a little story. You accept knowledge. And we learn the Viking word for visual. And while we're over here, I'm gonna search this dihydrogen, which is funny because that's what's all around on the ground right there. Some oxygen. Now we've made it to a little base. I don't know if this one's abandoned. You will find some that have nobody there, some that have aliens inside, and others that have they're infested with a mean type of alien. You'll see little eggs on the ground, and then you shoot them because you're a jerk, and then items pop out called larval cores, and they're worth 90,000 each. You do have to deal with fighting aliens, kind of like if you take the spheres that I was talking about earlier. The sentinels will chase you, only these things are called burrowers, and they will pursue and try to kill you. They look really funny actually. So the machine back there needs ferrite dust, so I'm going to grab that real quick. And of course I say, don't hold the button because it'll overheat, and that's the first thing I do. Should be enough. Can fix this machine. Pure ferrite. So we've got to refine it. So this is what we're going to do earlier, and I spaced off because we had to go find more oxygen. So I've got the metal plating and the oxygen now, so we can build a refiner, and you can pretty much do that anywhere. So you create one, it puts it down. You can pick it back up into your inventory, so it doesn't have to stay where you build it. That doesn't apply to everything you build. Like if you put down a computer and you access it to establish a base, you cannot pick it back up. So this is the refiner. Go into it. We're going to need the item we want to refine. Going to need a fuel, and then this will say what it's going to make. So we're going to transfer ferrite dust. As soon as you put it in here, it'll say what it's going to make. So pure ferrite is what we need. But you're going to need a fuel type, and it's going to take either of these. We don't have a lot, so I've got to go find some. And just so we don't lose this particular spot, later on, after you get your visor set up, you'll be able to set personal waypoints. Aha, I escaped that cave. Thought you were going to get me that time. Don't currently have a compass, because I'm still repairing my suit, but basically it's back that way from this way. Wait, was that it? Ah, carbon. I ran past a bunch of the plants that had it in it because I forgot what I was doing. That's going to happen a lot to me. I don't know about you, but there's so many things that you have to do that trail down from your main quest or your goal, what you're trying to make. I'll get distracted a lot, so I'll start off by doing one thing, going to look for it, and have to fix my suit, hide from something, collect something. But it's great because it means there's lots of stuff to do. So, fuel, gonna put that in. As soon as you do, it'll tell you how many of this it's gonna make. And gonna begin. So now it's processing. Don't have to stay by it or in that screen. You can walk away and do other stuff. So we're gonna check this. Let's remind ourselves. I need 15. It's done. We've got a little more than we need, but pure ferrite is going to be useful, so it's not a bad thing. Select. Remember to pick it up and empty both sides, otherwise you won't be able to pick up your refiner, and it doesn't automatically go in your inventory. So if you take all that time to refine something and then you run away from the refiner, you don't have the thing, you're like, oh, I forgot it, because even though I've done this 20 times, I never learn. But that's not true. This game has just got a lot going on, so be nice. Ah, Starship launch fuel. That is good. So, we traded in to repair this with pure ferrite, and in exchange for fixing it, we got Starship launch fuel. Not only that, but if you fix these, you'll get in good standing with the aliens. We'll go inside the building. Hollow archive. I'll give you some jumbled message, and then you can pick. We're going to recover supplies. Ah, cool. So, just from doing that, we found a hermetic seal, which is what we were needing to make in the first place, so it paid off coming over here. And sometimes you find two of these by each other, and usually only one of them has stuff inside. The other one looks like somebody at a drunken party, everything's knocked over. And then you'll find these. It says research specimen. Just access it, and sometimes it'll do something. That time it did not. Which is actually the first time it hasn't. So I keep scanning. And I'm actually quite lost at the moment because it's not reminding me of where my ship is. I have a rough idea. It should be this way. But you know, we're gonna go to multi-tool. So let's see. We already got that done. Okay, so we're gonna go to the multi-tool inventory because we need a visor, and then it'll say install technology. Do that, and come down here. We need carbon nanotubes, and then once we do that, then we can find the ship. So you're pretty much always gonna have what you need to do the thing that you need to do. It's just gonna take some work. So we need the nanotubes, and we'll craft it by using carbon. So we need only 2 more. We'll take down this entire tree because we can use it for other stuff. You will use a lot of carbon in building bases, particularly walls and the floor. So we've got enough. We should be able to make the tube. Yes, so now it's highlighted, means we can do it. Great. Make sure we've got, so go back to multi-tool, install, now we can make the visor. Now, we've got this ability, where you can scan certain things, like I was saying before. So if you come up to, see, this, it's got question, scan it, takes a second, just keep the crosshairs over it. So now it'll say what it is you discovered. When you scan something that's new, that you don't know what it is, you get units based on size, rarity, and so that says that it is Doankite. It says the formation process, certain notes about it, and what you're going to get from it. Primary, and then secondary. So now up at the top of the screen, you can see that it's got the compass. Don't really have a map, but the compass is really useful. Like I said earlier, just pointing to certain directions and then back again. I'm getting lost because, say, I want to go over that, but I have to go, can't just go straight across. You can climb some steeper things, but it's just so easy to get lost. And we're still on the path to finding our ship.